Hi Year 7, here's an explanation of your homework for Term 6 on our Olympics project. Week 1 you will have already done, so let's move on. Week 2 you need to create a sport for the Olympics. Give it rules and instructions how to play. For Level 3 we want a clear explanation. For Level 4 we want to make sure that what you're telling us is in the present tense. Levels 5 and 6, tell us all of that and how you're going to make your sport interesting. For Level 7 and above, compare it to other sports and tell us how it's going to be different and why people would want to watch it. Week 3, the Olympics has cost a lot of money, but is it a good or a bad thing for Britain? Because although it costs lots of money, it does bring people together. For Level 3, let's give your opinion and explain it using capital letters and full stops correctly. Level 4, try and make your argument convincing and interesting for the reader. You might want to give some examples of why it's good or why it's bad. Levels 5 and 6, let's see you give both sides of the argument using facts and opinions. You will have to research. Level 7, find out what a rhetorical question is, use some of those, and let's see lots of facts and opinions for a balanced argument throughout. Week 4, persuade the local MP that you should be a torchbearer. You need to write a formal letter to Jeremy Hunt, who's the Government Minister for Sport, telling him why you'd be the best person to carry the flame. For Level 3, spelling and punctuation. Level 4, keep it sensible and formal and make your points clearly. Levels 5 and 6, let's try and use some persuasive language techniques. And Level 7, why not use some well-judged humour and some adventurous vocabulary. Week 5. Goodness me, you're the first winner of an Olympic gold medal. Your life has changed. You're famous. Tell me, for a Level 3, how your days aren't as normal as usual. Level 4, let's try and imagine a little bit more. That maybe you've met a famous celebrity and you've got free tickets to go to a football match or concert. How does that feel? Talk about why you think you've been invited. Levels 5 and 6, explain what it's like to be famous using emotive language and how things are different for you now. Level 7, say how your life has changed, but also describe your most admired celebrity, explaining why you admire them. And of course, try and use some of that higher order vocabulary in different sentence lengths. And finally, week 6. Some people think that the Olympics in London 2012 is the best thing to happen to Great Britain ever. Do you agree or do you disagree? We want to see point, evidence, explain, paragraphs. That means give a point, give some evidence or some examples that prove your point and explain it in more detail. For Level 3, 3 paragraphs. For Level 4, 5 paragraphs. For Levels 5 and 6, 5 paragraphs, but comparing it with other events that exist in the world. Maybe a Football World Cup, or my favourite, Eurovision. And for Level 7, use the comparisons to enhance your argument about why the Olympics is the best thing to happen, and conclude with your view of how people will remember the Olympics in the future.